G'day, it's Rusty from Rusty's Outback Adventures, and today's video we're heading off to Lucky Bay, and there's several Lucky Bays in Western Australia, and this one is on the coast between Port Gregory and Kalbarri. Now Lucky Bay is approximately 530 k's north of Perth, and the quickest way to get there is north of Perth, get onto the Northwest Coastal Highway through Geraldton. When you get to Northampton, you turn left and head towards Port Gregory. About 40 k's along that road before you actually get to Port Gregory, there's a turn off called Port Gregory Drive, and it's right where the Pink Lake is. Now Port Gregory is pretty famous for its big pink lake. You actually turn into Port Gregory Drive about 5 k's before you actually get into Port Gregory itself, and that heads north all the way to Kalbarri. Once you've turned into Port Gregory Drive, about 20 k's up there, there's a turn off to the left called Balline Road. Now there's no sign that actually says Lucky Bay, but on the corner you'll see a big cenotaph which is dedicated to one of the residents of the area. So once you turn into Balline, it's about 5 k's of gravel dirt road, and you come to the ranger station, and from the ranger station you'll be able to pay your money. It's a Department of Parks and Wildlife managed campground, and there's a whole series of little camping sites along that track, and I'll show you them in more detail once we get there. Okay, so about to hit the road and come and join us at Lucky Bay. Okay, as you're coming into Northampton, the turn on the left is Port Gregory Drive. It's pretty easy to find. Just out of Port Gregory, and the turn to the right here is Port Gregory Drive, and this takes you all the way to Kalbarri. About 20 k's up this road we're going to turn left into Balline Road. And the Pink Lake, as I mentioned, is on the left as you turn into Port Gregory Drive, or if you want to continue on into Port Gregory, on the right about a kilometre up the road there's a bit of a parking bay which overlooks the lake, and you get a bit of an idea of how big the Pink Lake is. And you might wonder why it's pink, and it's got to do with the algae in the water that gives it that distinctive colour. The turn off into Lucky Bay is on Balline Road, which is just here on the left. No sign that says Lucky Bay, you just have to know where to turn, and you're approximately 20 k's up the Port Gregory Drive road off the Port Gregory Road. So we'll just turn in here. There's this little cenotaph on the left. I'll just show you that as we pull up. First signs of Lucky Bay camping area is the sign here, and then you'll get to the ranger station, and it's usually manned by volunteers. I guess there's certain times of the year when it's not, but during the peak season, ranger station's here. List of camping conditions, cost you $15 a night per vehicle, and yeah, you can get firewood there. You can get a pit if you need a fire pit. There's a map there on the corner. I'll just give you a quick look at that. no facilities here besides long drop toilets and a dump point if you're in a van. And I'll just show you the general map layout here. Just some info about Lucky Bay here, and okay, there's a bit of an overall map. You can see the highway. We've come up through Dongara, Geraldton, Northampton, turn left at Northampton, head into Port Gregory, and then go north. Lucky Bay's in here, and then Kalbarri's the next bit up. So I'll give you a bit of an idea of where we are. So once you've been past the ranger station, paid your money, head up this track, and there's camping sites either side of the road. A couple of k's up here. Take your pick, left or right hand side. Each little area's got its own long drop toilet and a shelter with a picnic table on it. And that's the only facilities that are up here, which makes it an attraction for some people. Others who want all the creature comforts of home, you have to bring it all with you and bring your generator as well. There are tracks off to the left and right, just follow the main road in, and a couple of k's north of the ranger station and you'll reach the first of these camping areas. As you can see, there's one on the left. You don't book, you just rock up, first in, best dressed. There's plenty of spaces on all these, so I don't think you'll have much of a problem trying to find somewhere to set up your camp. For those with a van, there's even a dump point, one spot here, which is just here. And there's bins set up all around the camp areas as well, so put your rubbish in the bins. And if you keep going, you can actually go and camp up on the beach north of where we are. There is a sign here, I'll just give you a quick look at that. You do need to take a chemical toilet with you, otherwise any of these sites here, because there's nowhere else to go ablutions wise other than just here. And obviously beach rules apply, let your tyres down and away you go. And we're camped just in here, so alright, this is us. Each of the camping grounds have little areas where you can pull your van in, or camper trailer, whatever you're running, and there's quite a few of them around. I said there's a toilet block, long drop toilets in it, and different areas. Some have got fire pits already built in. There's always a bin available to put your rubbish in. I'll just take you for a quick spin around and we'll go down to the beach, and I'll just show you how close the beach is. As I mentioned before, the track to the beach is just there, and also access to all the sand dunes, and a few common sense rules here about driving on the beach. I guess all pretty straightforward really, but good to remind yourselves that drop your tyres to 20 psi, drive carefully, drive safely, and you'll be good. Alright, let's have another look over the beach. This is the track to the beach. This is the track to go north. You go and camp up the beach. Round to the right here you can see there's all these sand dunes, and they're accessible. Four-wheel drive, let the tyres down, away you go. Group of people up there, as you can see there. So this is one of the first tracks onto the beach, and as you can see, Welcome to Lucky Bay. Have a look at that. Surf's a bit rough today. It's been a bit windy all morning actually. It's been strong easterly, then it went southwesterly pretty quickly. It's about lunchtime now and breeze is in, making it quite rough. Been fishing this morning, didn't catch anything. Good fun throwing a lure around though. And you've got these little areas that have got a reef running real close to shore. As you can see here, the reefs leaves a trench or a channel just inside there. We've been flicking lures in there this morning, but yeah, nothing on this occasion. How's the serenity here, fellas? Get a look at that. That just goes for miles. There's an example of that bit of reef close to shore. Swell's pretty pumping out there at the moment, has been for a few days, but what a beautiful place. Just want to show you this communal shelter here. There's a fire pit for this area, and you've got these shelters which are areas to sit and have a picnic or something. The tables and chair area, a few rules about the campsite, and notice about the campsite area. As you can see, it's the traditional owners are the Yamatji people, and it's their land that the camp's on, and it's run by the Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attractions. So they're the ones who manage it, and they're the people who you pay your money to when you come in. So yeah, this is the one of the shelters scattered around in each of the camp areas. As I said before, each of these dedicated camping areas have a long drop toilet block, and the eco variety. And a quick scan around, you can see the assortment of various camping vans and buses and tents that we have around here. And this is also previous two setups we saw on the road in. So plenty of room, lots of options, and yeah, this is Lucky Bay. Well, that's Lucky Bay. We've had a great time up here. We've been here for 3 nights, and we're heading off to Kalbarri now. So I hope they gave you a bit of a look at what the facilities are like, or actually lack of facilities, which is a good thing sometimes. Sorry about the wind noise, it's a bit windy here. Look, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe to the subscribe buttons here, click the bell, you'll get a notification for when the new videos are released. Try to do that every week. If you have any questions or queries, please put them in the comments below. If you'd like to see the other video we've done, which is the trip to Augusta, I'll put that, I'm not quite sure where it is, it'll be up here somewhere. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.